The grand G20 summit took off to a majestically glittering start, an emphatic win for India at the G20. The New Delhi Declaration was adopted after consensus was reached among members, and another big moment for Prime Minister Modi and India, a historic moment for the African Union to get a permanent seat at the G20, G21 now. But before we listen in to External Affairs Minister S. Shankar on the New Delhi Declaration and go on to talk about the African Union in G20, here is a brief about the New Delhi Declaration. The preamble reads, and I quote, "We are one earth, one family, and we share one future." We, the leaders of the G20, met in New Delhi on 9-10 September 2023 under the theme Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. We meet at a defining moment in history where the decisions we make now will determine the future of our people and our planet. It is with the philosophy of living in harmony with our surrounding ecosystem that we commit to concrete actions to address global challenges. Together, we have an opportunity to build a better future. Just energy transitions can improve jobs and livelihoods and strengthen economic resilience. We affirm that no country should have to choose between fighting poverty and fighting for our planet. We will pursue development models that implement sustainable, inclusive, and just transitions globally while leaving no one behind. As leaders of G20, the premier global forum for international economic cooperation, we resolve to act in concrete ways through partnerships. The declaration talks about 12 commitments, including accelerating strong, sustainable, balanced, and inclusive growth, accelerating the full and effective implementation of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, improving access to medical countermeasures and facilitate more supplies and production capacities in developing countries to prepare for better future health emergencies. Promoting resilient growth by urgently and effectively addressing debt vulnerabilities in developing countries. Scaling up financing from all sources for accelerating progress on sustainable development goals. The declaration talks about working for the planet, people, peace, and prosperity towards strong, sustainable, balanced, and inclusive growth, financial growth, and fighting corruption. Let us now listen in to External Affairs Minister S. Shankar, who spoke a while back on the Delhi Declaration.
At the start of the second session, the summit has adopted the G20 New Delhi Leaders Declaration. The G20 has contributed to making India world ready and the world India ready. The declaration that the leaders have agreed on today focuses on promoting strong, sustainable, balanced and inclusive growth. It seeks to accelerate progress on SDGs and has come up with an action plan accordingly. It envisages a green development pact for a sustainable future. It endorses high-level principles on lifestyle for sustainable development, voluntary principles on hydrogen, the Chennai principles for a sustainable and resilient blue economy, and the Deccan principles on food security and nutrition, among others. The transformative and inclusive role of technology has been highlighted with a focus on digital public infrastructure. The Indian Presidency's proposal of a One Future Alliance has also been noted. The G20 has reaffirmed the fundamental importance of gender equality and committed to halve the digital gender gap by 2030. Recognizing that the post-pandemic world order must necessarily be different from the world before it, the leaders have also emphasized the need to reinvigorate multilateralism and reform international financial institutions. This is particularly relevant to managing global debt vulnerabilities. Another subject that was addressed by them, as the Sherpa noted, was countering terrorism and money laundering. The leaders condemned terrorism in all its forms and manifestations and recognized that it constitutes one of the more serious threats to international peace.